Hi everyone, Rene with the American School of Hypnosis here, and I'd like to welcome you to today's webinar on 5 mind hacks to always get what you want. Now this webinar is going to be a little different. Rather than just teaching you, if there's something that you want, whether it is to enhance your health, wealth, have better relationships, have a stronger business, make more income, whatever it is, you can actually follow along with me. Go through the steps I'm going to be showing you, okay, so you can get them down right away and create your goals now. And you can, so basically we're going to teach you how to get what you want. So go ahead and follow with me. If you don't have a notepad, go ahead and get one. I'd like to say I'm going to wait, but I don't know where your notepad is. So go ahead and get that and we will get started. And oops, I see Raluca's on, and so far Raluca is the furthest one away. This is live, so let's see who is further than Raluca. She is about 15 feet. She moved her office from over there to over here, so from 30 feet away to about 15 feet away. So who is further than Raluca that's watching right now? It should be somebody. So wherever you are, come on in, say hi, and where you're from, and we're going to go ahead and get started here in just a few seconds. And hi, Joy. Joy from Oregon's here. Sorry, Luca, you got bumped. Let's see. Yeah, Raluca says she's closer, so she can keep an eye on the show. So grab a notepad. Think about what it is. What do you want to have? You want to make more money? You want to have a better relationship? You want to go on a vacation? Think of what it is and keep that in mind. You can even write it at the top of your list. And we're going to go through these 5 steps, 5 things that a lot of people don't think about, that probably they don't understand because most people don't understand how their mind works. They just use it. It's like when you buy something, any kind of tool. I'm guilty of that. I go buy a new tool from Home Depot and I start using it, and then why is it not working? Or it's not working properly. What's this extra part for? Oh, I need the blade? Okay. So if you follow the instructions, everything works out great. So I'm going to show you how to follow the instructions that you have naturally with your mind that you probably weren't aware of. And Stacy, hi Stacy. She says, I'm further than Raluca. Stacy's in Wisconsin. Okay, yeah, you're a little further. So we're going to go ahead and get started while people are coming on. So grab your notepad. So the first thing what we're going to do is, since this is a workable webinar, is I want you to, number one, is to create a statement of intent. We're going to go through that. A statement of intent is a statement clearly defining what it is that you want. Now, that sounds simple, doesn't it? But do you realize that most people don't get what they want because they haven't figured it out? And when I say most people, only 10% of society today have goals. Now, I don't mean just a wish. I mean have clear, defined goals. And that's what I want you to do is we're going to clearly define the goals. It's kind of like if you want to go somewhere. Let's say you want to go, I want to go see Stacy in Wisconsin, okay? Now, I have no idea where she is. So if I just get in my car and go driving to see Stacy, keep on driving and driving, about 4 or 5 days from now, I'm probably going to be in Florida. Hopefully, if I travel west, I probably end up in Wyoming or something. Because I know where Wisconsin is on a map, but when you're just driving, you don't have anything to tell you. Take a left here, take a right here. I'm very thankful for Google Maps. I want to go here, and it tells me as I'm driving. So without a goal, without a clear defined goal or a map to get somewhere, how are you going to get there? Okay, you're just wishing for something. So only 10% of society have goals. Now, only half of them, about 5% of society, have defined goals, okay? A lot of people, 10% have goals, but it might be, oh, I want this. I want to go see Stacy in Wisconsin. But clear, defined goals, I'm going to go see her at this time on this date, and she's going to buy me a lobster dinner. Ooh, in Reluca. Actually, she wants something different. Say she doesn't like lobster. So can you believe that? Someone living in Maine doesn't like lobster. But she's from Romania. Okay. So clear, defined goals have a lot more, to do than just a wish. Now, the third thing is only 2% of society actually acts on their goals. Think of that. 2% of society acts on their goals. And only 1% attain their goals. 1% follow through. So that is the problem. If you find that you're never getting where you want to go, you probably don't have clear, defined goals. You probably haven't acted on them, and you haven't followed through until you get them. That's why a lot of people say that approximately 2% of society have approximately 90% of the income in this country, or actually in the world, because they're the ones that follow through all the way. So that's number one, clear statement of intent. Now start thinking about what you want, but there's a few things that need to go into that statement. Roger is here from Edmonton. Hello, Roger. And Roger's won so far. Edmonton is a little further than Wisconsin. Sorry, Stacy, you've been bumped. Okay, so number two is when you're making this statement, it's important to eliminate the negative. One of the biggest traits of the subconscious mind is that it doesn't understand negative. It's funny how when you ask people what they want, they say things like, I don't want to have a bad business. I don't want to have a bad relationship. I don't want to get sick. You hear that all the time. But we need to say, what do you want? The subconscious mind doesn't understand negative. So when you're saying negative, what are you focusing on? You're focusing on the negative. So only focus on what you do want. You want money, you want wealth, you want $600,000, whatever it is, you want health, you want a spectacular relationship, you want success, you want to go on vacation, and where you want to go. So what do you want, not what you don't want. Only put what you do want on the statement. Now, we still have 3 more things to go. And let's see, I'm going to do a third one because we're going to stop for a break right after the third one. How's that sound? Number 3 is that the subconscious mind, another trait of the subconscious mind, I'm not making these up, this is real. Another trait of the subconscious mind is that it only understands the present. The past and the future are traits of the conscious mind. We created that. We have that. In the subconscious, it's only now. So when you say, I want to be healthy, the subconscious mind says, I'll wait. Because it knows how to take care of or how to help you when it says, I am healthy. I am wealthy. I do have a great relationship. So you need to think in the now. Whatever you want, you need to act as if you have it now. I have another video online here somewhere that says 5 words to get what you want. It's actually 3 words and 2 blanks. It's to be blank, act blank. That's one of the biggest keys. To be healthy, act healthy. To be wealthy, act wealthy. To be happy, act happy. Try acting happy for about 5 minutes or so and not being happy, okay? Even if you're miserable, if you act happy, you act goofy, you're going to be happy. If you act miserable, you're going to be miserable. I mean, I know sometimes when, playing with kids or when joking around with Luca, I'll start to act like I'm upset over something, and, I start to feel upset. She feels upset when she sees me acting sad, so I try not to do that. It's amazing when you watch people, just to help you with the statement, when you watch people come out of a movie theater, if you've ever been to a movie theater that has a bunch of different movies going on at once, watch them when they come out. However the movie will show how they're going to be. If it's a comedy, they come out laughing. If it's a horror, they come out really nervous and looking around. And of course, they scare each other, go boo, and they jump 8 feet in the air. If it's a romance, they're like hugging each other close. So basically they're seeing this, they get into it, and it's like they're acting that way and they feel that way. These things, our emotions are very, very, very strong. So when you act a certain way, you're going to start to feel that way and start attracting that. So with that, what I want to do is we're going to stop for a little commercial break, and I'm going to be right back with the last two, the most important ones. Hi everyone, Rene Bastarache here with the American School of Hypnosis, and I'd like to show you the best and easiest option to learn hypnosis now. It's an interactive virtual hypnosis live classroom training taught through the Zoom platform where you see me, I see you. Yes, I'll see you. And we can also break down in what we call breakout rooms for practice. This way you're going to get a lot of practice with different people each day. And yes, when I say each day, you'll learn hypnosis quick enough so you'll be doing hypnosis by the very second day. And you'll be hypnotized on the first day of training. So it's a wonderful way to be able to speak to each other, meet other people, because you'll be seeing all the other people that are in class as well, be able to chat with them, learn from each other. And after this short training, you will be certified as a hypnotherapist and be able to go out the very next day and start your practice. By the way, the virtual training is done on weekends. It'll be every Saturday and Sunday for 4 weeks. So when you go to the page below on the virtual training, you'll be able to see when our next dates are. We're actually enrolling right now, so you can get started very quickly. Thanks for watching, and have a spectacular day. Bye-bye. Hi, and we're back. If you'd like to know more about that training, because we're accepting applications right now, it's coming up really soon. The link is in option 3 in the description right below this video. So let's get to number 4 on basically how to do your statement of intent and 5 ways to always get what you want. What is number 4? Number 4, very important, is to align your focus. Focus is so important. A lot of people have difficulty focusing. Raluca and I yesterday were taking a ride up to Brunswick, Maine. We often take long rides so we can talk about business and different things. And one point she's giving me this pitch of something that she wanted to talk about business. And what goes across the road? Ooh, a squirrel. And we started talking. I started talking about the squirrel, and all of a sudden I started laughing. I said, wow. Look how quick I was distracted. We're talking business. Now we're talking about a squirrel. Okay. I'm easily distracted. And, Raluca says turkeys. Yeah, we also did it with turkeys. There was a turkey on the highway, on the side of the highway. And we said, ooh, I wonder how that would taste. And of course, I'm getting into, well, it's tough because it's a wild animal. And we're talking about recipes. And, I'd like to have some stuffing, the way we make it with this and that. It's like, we got sidetracked again. So it's so easy to go off focus. It's very important to align your focus. One of the things about the subconscious mind, another major trait, is that the subconscious is like an out-of-control genie. It will grant you every wish, just like a genie does, but it grants you what you focus on, okay? Not what you're thinking about, not this, not that. It grants you what you are focusing on, whether it's negative or positive. So if you're focusing on money, poof, the money's coming to you, okay? Depending on how much you're focusing it. You're focusing on health, the health's coming to you. But then you go, oh, I still feel sick. The sickness is coming to you. And you go, oh, I feel great. The health is coming to you. Oh man, I don't know if I can get healthy. The sickness is coming. You see what I mean? It's like a yo-yo. You're getting it, you're not. You're getting it, you're not. You're getting it. So you need to keep a straight focus. And that's what's important. The average person has about 64,000 thoughts a day. Think of that, 64,000 thoughts. I mean, that's worse than, oh, there's a squirrel, oh, there's a turkey. 64,000 of those things going all over the place. Can you see how being focused can be difficult? Now, not every thought is a focus, because sometimes you think about something and it just goes right through. I look at the book on the shelf, I'm thinking, and I keep on going on. So if it's just a few seconds, probably not. I imagine it has to be at least, let's give it a number, 15 to 20 seconds, okay, for it to start to be attracted. So you need to try to control your focus. If you're focusing on what you want, decide that's what you want and focus on that, not the opposite, not the doubt, not the guilt, not the worthiness. I'm not worthy, I'm not this. Believe me, you're worthy to get whatever you want. You deserve it. So keep that focus. When I talk about focus, I talk a lot about laser beam focus, okay? I'm going to go back to reminiscing about my life. When I was in the military, okay, I went into the military to be a military police, and then I was a drill sergeant for quite a while. I was in for about 11 years. Now, when I was in the infantry part, which is, drill sergeant, I was in charge. I was what they call a tow gunner. Okay, a tow gunner, tow tactically operated weapon, had nothing to do with my tow, was a laser guided missile. And when I say laser guided missile, I had this big focus thing, this big, kind of almost like a periscope. Okay, and when I looked through it, there was these crosshairs, and wherever I would aim the crosshairs, that missile, which was huge, okay, it was like I'd say close to a 2.5, 3 foot long missile, about that big around. It had these little rockets in the back. It looked almost like a space, rocket ship going up. And when I'd move the laser, you'd hear the thing going pop, 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 and it would make little explosions in the back that would set the missile going. It would go this way, go that way, go this way. So wherever, if my crosshairs went this way, it went that way. If my crosshairs went that way, it went that way. So as I'm moving the thing, you can be tracking a moving target and have the missile going with it. And it would go up to 2 miles. Could you imagine that? 2 miles. So for 2 miles, I'm making it, and you're seeing going pop, 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 pop. It's an amazing thing to see. That's how you need to be with your goals. Because you have a goal, things change. Oh no, so-and-so said he's not going to do this. Oh, so-and-so canceled his contract. Oh, that guy's no longer carrying that thing. How can I go through this day? That restaurant closed. Oh my gosh. Okay. Keep your focus going. So right now, my target is right on you guys, okay? And, the doorbell rang. Oh, I can bring it back. Oh, Raluca just said something. Oh, I can bring it back. Oh, a squirrel. Okay. Bring it back. And that's the thing. Some people get off focus. Their crosshairs go elsewhere, and they give up. That's why only 1% of society complete their goals, attain their goals. They don't give up. They take it and they bring it back. If you fall down doing something, we see this with hypnosis. Somebody, they want to quit smoking, and the next day they say, oh, I smoked a cigarette. So it's kind of like walking across a highway and you fall down in the street and say, oh, I fell. Are you going to stay there and get hit by cars going by? Of course not. You're going to get up, brush yourself off, and keep on walking. If you're on the highway, you're probably going to run. Okay, so you keep on going. Think of it that way. Keep that laser always going on, because ultimately, if I kept that laser on my target, no matter where it was going, what distractions, it would always hit its mark. A goal is the same way. It goes all over the place. Yeah, I can do it. No, I can't. I deserve it. Oh, I'm not worthy, and all that. And eventually, boom, I just get you in the forehead. Hope I didn't hurt you. You should have ducked. And that's how you do it. So that is number 4. Is you need to keep your crosshairs or your eyes on the target. Focus, focus, focus. Only on what you want and not on what you don't want. Because if you say, oh, I don't want to be broke, your focus is on being broke. I don't want to be sick, your focus is on being sick. And guess what you're attracting? Only focus on what you want. And of course, remember one of the older ones, it's in the now. Now that brings us to number 5. Okay, are you folks still with me? Everyone got quiet all of a sudden. Number 5. Now, if you did write down your goal, like I said at the beginning of the video, make sure it comes in alignment with all these things, okay? Make it positive, make it present tense. And number 5 is believe that you'll get it, okay? You need to believe it. And use your imagination. That will help a lot with it. Remember I said earlier, to be act? Well, that's exactly when I'm saying believe, that's what I mean, okay? If you want to be healthy, Act healthy even if you're sick. Act wealthy even if you're broke. Because if you're broke and you keep on acting broke and showing everyone that you're broke, that's what you're going to attract more of. It's amazing how many people want to be healthy, but as soon as they get something, they call everyone and tell them, I got this and I got that. And they get on Facebook and they say, I have this, I have that. Oh, we'll feel for you. We'll think about you. They're getting all the sympathy and everything right now. That's their goal. That's probably what they wanted subconsciously. But what is your goal? To attain health. So you need to focus on health. No, you're not going to be getting a pity party anymore, but that just detracts you. You're getting more pity because you always attract what you focus on. So you want to be healthy? Focus on health and get rid of all that other stuff. Don't let people know what's going on. They don't need to know. You know what's going on. You're taking care of it. Move forward. So to be happy, even if you're miserable, act happy. I once said this to someone who was having financial problems, and I said, what do you want? He goes, I want out of this. I want to have the money to do what I want. I said, then say to yourself, I am wealthy. He goes, but I'm lying. I'm not wealthy. I said, you're not wealthy right now? No. Now, the problem is the guy had a few bills. I said, do you have a place to live? Yeah. Are you married? He goes, yeah. I said, are you happily married? Luckily, he said, yeah. His wife was sitting right there. You have children? Yeah, I have one. How's her health? Oh, she's in great health. You got a place to live? Yeah. You have 3 meals a day? Yeah. So if you think of it, you have a few bills, but you're happy. You have a place to live. You have food. You have a car. You have a job. So out of 100% of your life, maybe 5% is having financial difficulties. 95% is doing great. So why do we focus on the small part and say, oh, I'm broke, when most of you is doing great? How is your health right now? Maybe you have one little thing wrong. Maybe your foot hurts or, whatever it might be. But you're breathing. When you woke up this morning, did you open your eyes? Did you take a breath? You're alive. If you can walk, you can talk, you can communicate, you can laugh. The majority of you is doing fine. It's a small percentage with that problem. Even if it's, I have someone very close to me that has cancer and another person that has heart trouble, but they're alive. Focus on the positive. So no, you're not lying when you say I'm healthy. Because if you focus and say, I'm sick, well, guess what? You're lying even more because the majority of you is healthy. One thing's wrong. So if you say, I don't want to be a liar, then focus on the majority and you won't be. So focus on what you want, and that's what you're going to attract. Now, this goes a little further here. One of the main purposes of the subconscious mind, okay, this is one of its main purposes, is to bring your life into alignment with your focus, with your programming, with the way you are. That's why people who are always depressed have a depressing lifestyle. People who are always angry have negative lives. People who are always fighting in a relationship have bad relationships, and their life starts to follow that. People who are having financial troubles, everything, if they're focusing on that, everything starts to come down. It's kind of like dominoes. And this, like I said, isn't just, the woo-woo stuff. This is science. If you think of it, science says like attracts like. Positive attracts positive. Negative attracts negative. If you take musical instruments, a violin or a guitar or a piano, if you have 2 pianos and you hit the C, the key of C, listen to the other piano and you're going to hear the key of C resonate. Not any other key, the same one, because like attracts like. It's a frequency thing. So, however your life is right now is a direct reflection of your focus. So you want to know what you've been focusing on? What's in your mind? Look at how your life is. And I tell people a lot, they don't like it, but your life is your fault, okay? Because you create your own reality, and that's how you create it. Whatever you focus on, you attract it to you. If you keep the laser beam focus, it will come. Now that's the key, is to keep it. And whatever you're focusing on, your subconscious mind will change your life to make it in alignment with your focus. Now you notice I didn't say whatever you're thinking about, whatever actually is happening to you. I said whatever you focus on. So the old saying, fake it till you make it. Even if you can imagine the perfect life and you don't have one, if you can imagine it and focus on it, yeah, I guess you could say you could trick it, can't you? So can you trick getting what you want in your life? Yes, you can, because the subconscious mind does not understand the difference between reality and imagination. That's why when you walk out of that movie theater, it's a scary movie, you're scared. If it's a happy movie, you're happy. You became part of it. It's part of your reality. And when you think of things a lot of times, things from your past, a lot of the things you come up with really happened, and a lot of them were imagined, or maybe even things you saw on television. A lot of them will kind of take over, become part of your memories, and that's why our memories do change, especially as we get older. And they become your reality. Now let's see. Roger, love your story about keeping your eyes on the crosshairs and staying on target. Well, thank you. I've got my crosshairs on you, Roger. There we go. So I hope now you understand what's going on. So these are the 5 mind hacks to always get what you want. So hopefully you figured out what you want. If you didn't, go ahead and do it now. Do it after this video. Create a statement of intent. It doesn't have to be something long. So what I want you to do is create a statement of intent, clearly identifying what you want. When I say clearly, what do you want? When are you going to get it by? How are you going to do it? How much? Things you need along the way. So make it clear instructions of what you want. But let's try to keep it, let's say, within a few sentences to a paragraph. Number 2, make sure it only has positive. Don't start your statement of intent by saying, I don't want to go broke. You want wealth. Okay, I want wealth. Number 3, keep it in the present tense. So the statement of intent has to be present. So I am doing this. This way, when you imagine it, when you look at your statement, you imagine it. When you say I am doing something, you can feel it. It's going on. It's an active thing. But if you say I'm going to get healthy, the mind waits. Think of that. When you get healthy, you have a cold. When you go from having a cold to not having a cold, it's done instantaneously, isn't it? You just all of a sudden don't have a cold. You all of a sudden heal, because that is the moment of healing. That's when you decided, okay, I've had enough. Some people say it takes 10 days to get rid of a cold. So the subconscious mind says, I'll wait, because that's what you believe. But what if you said it takes a half an hour to get rid of a cold? It'll take a half an hour and then it'll go away. How about right now? You can get rid of your sniffles. You can feel better right away if you decide that's what it's going to be and you believe, and that's all you focus on without doubt, okay? So everything has to be in the now. Number 4, align your focus. Only focus on that statement of intent. Don't focus on, well, I don't know if I could do it. I doubt it. I don't deserve it. That's what you want. That's what you focus on. Number 5, believe it. Act as if it has already happened. Even if it hasn't, act like it has. Because you are mostly healthy, mostly happy, mostly wealthy, rather than being sick and miserable and broke, okay? So act as if you already have it. How would somebody that has what you have or what you want act? And that's how you need to act. And if you do that, you're going to see some major changes. Now, what do I want you to do with the statement of intent? Keep it with you. Maybe make a copy of it and put it, where do you spend most of your time? I spend my time right here at the computer, so tape it right at the top of the computer. And look at it several times a day. Take a minute, just look at it, read it, and imagine it happening to you. You're keeping it on the top of your mind. And guess what? That's a form of hypnosis. We call it autosuggestion. By looking at something and focusing on it and imagining it happen, imagination is key. Imagination is what drives the subconscious mind, is what attracts things. Look at it as thoughts are like the vehicle, imagination is the gas you put in the vehicle, and emotion is a supercharge that makes that car go fast. It's a nitrous oxide, okay? It actually gives everything strength. So look at that statement, imagine it, get emotional about it, get happy about it, be proud of the change that you've made in your life. Like I said, it's the way the mind works, and it's science. Like attracts like. So it's not just a woo-woo thing I threw in there. So if you'd like to learn more about how the mind works, how you can use this to change your life, to change other people's lives, and even to do this as a business if you like, go below this video and you're going to see we have 3 options for you to learn more about hypnosis. Option 1 is you can download our free 446-page manual. Yeah, I'm giving it to you for free. It's the curriculum that we use when we teach people to be hypnotherapists in class. It's not really hard. When I say curriculum, people get scared. It's going to teach you how to do hypnosis, how to program your mind. It's going to teach you a lot about self-help, how to feel better, feel healthier, and attract your goals. Everything what I just taught you on steroids, okay, a lot more. So that's free. And why do we do that? Just to show you the quality of our training, to prove to you that we have an amazing course. Number 2, option 2 is our home study course, where you can learn and take lessons right from home. You can buy the whole home study course and do it on a monthly basis, just so to give you that confidence so you know that you're doing the right thing. Or number 3, if you want to have a lot of fun and you want to be certified in a very short time, number 3 talks to you about our upcoming virtual classroom training, where I'll be teaching, and Raluca and I will both be teaching live with a bunch of people in class, breaking them down, and they'll be working with each other. It's a lot of fun. And one thing I can guarantee you, as a result of this class, it will change your life. I see so much transformation, it's amazing. So that's what I have for you today. Go ahead and make your statement of intent, and please go ahead and leave in the comments below. It doesn't have to be right now live, even later on. Those of you that are doing this, that want to make changes in your life, write that statement of intent in the comments below. Nobody knows who you are, but this will have a record of it, and it'll give you a reason, okay, to do it. You say, well, I got to put it in the state, by writing something. Writing is very hypnotic. You can see it. Other people can see it. And guess what? Not only you focusing on your statement of intent attracts it, but other people reading your statement of intent, again, they're focusing on it, and that's also helping your goals. So write it below so people can see how it is. And if you're really messed up on it, I might even put a correction and say, hey, try doing this, try doing that. So it'll help you along the way. So thanks for watching. Please share this with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe. It really helps us, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye now.